The sunken road can be one of the most dangerous fences or testing fences on a cross-country course. You know, there's a few reasons why it's so difficult is because there's always there's two sides to it. There's a drop into the sunken road, and then there's usually a jump out of the sunken road. So it's unusual. It's basically a combination fence that always has two or three parts to it. Usually in a competition you'll see a sunken road with an A and B, a C and a D element, you know. So the first thing is, like most cross-country fences, is the horse has to be really, really confident. You've got to have your horses trained to recognise all cross-country fences. So with the sunken roads, no different. The sunken roads, it's incredibly important that the horse understands this, because you can't use momentum or pure sort of force and agility to get through this obstacle. You need to be in quite a balanced and short and collected canter. When you're in this short and collected canter, the horse has time to think about it and to read it and look down into it and understand it and then analyse it and jump through it. So you've got to stay away from using speed. So when you stay away from using speed, you've got to have confidence. To get confidence, basically the name of the game is trying to start by schooling your sunken roads at very small heights. You know, basically sunken roads that you can walk off or trot off, or if the horse gets to the edge and he's not so sure, then you can just nudge him off and he can walk down. As time goes on, you want to build up to bigger and bigger sort of sizes in the sunken roads. Again, with your training, I'd stay away from jumping bigger than you'd have to jump at a competition. I feel like the smaller you can jump the sunken roads, the more the horse understands, and then when you get to the competition, they're oozing with enthusiasm and confidence, and they'll rocket straight through. The second part of jumping a successful sunken road is having a great position. One of the interesting factors of a sunken road is that the horse basically needs to slow down and crouch and dribble off the bank into the pit of the sunken road. Now, when this happens, it's really easy for the rider to flick forward and fall forward onto the horse's neck. So the biggest thing you've got to think about is staying back and behind him. One thing I always try and make myself do is not look down into the sunken road. Try and keep your eyes up on the tree line or the horizon above. If you do this, it basically keeps your shoulders back, and if you can keep your shoulders back, basically your seat and your lower leg stay back and your lower leg stays forward. And then with you know, jumping out of the sunken road is you've got to have balance and focus, and the horse has got to be able to rock back and crouch and then jump out. Having a balanced position through the sunken road is critical, especially, you know, at the high levels, because it's a very unforgiving fence. There's only one way to jump them basically, and that's the correct way of dribbling in, taking a good stride and a balanced takeoff, and then jumping out over the bank. So that's the art of jumping a sunken road.